Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, today I'll be talking about different types of fathers that I could quite understand maybe or describe in the types that I ever seen before. So let's get into it.
Okay, it seems to me that you have seen many kinds of fathers that you even want to talk about it. Let's just start with a few of them. What different types of father have you seen?
I saw the strict types, I saw the boring types, I saw the ignoring types, I saw the cheerful types, I saw the one with a lot of tattoos like a gangster. Yeah. And I saw the types that are very weak and thin, probably smoke maybe, and make themselves very weak. And the child have a weak father. Actually, I never seen one like this before, but yeah, there is somewhere out there, right? Yeah. Anyways, there's many types of fathers that, if you don't ask me, I literally already forgot because there's literally so many personalities in this world. There are also fathers that literally just pamper their child until the child just go psycho. Yeah, not psycho, but crazy. But because I can't understand that because that's their only child. Maybe they really, really want a child, and they finally got one, so they like pampered them. I don't really mind that one. That's actually quite a great sign of a father, if you ask me. Yeah. But it's not a great side for the kid because it's like pampering. But I like the side that the father actually loves that kid.
How do you define love? Fatherly love.
Well, most of the fathers just works outside and come back at night, right? They only have maybe Sunday or Saturday, and they just bring you out. Because fathers, if they just keep working, they don't know how to interact with their child because their relationship are not close. So what if the father like love the child and they don't really talk a lot when he is at work? Then what he's gonna do is just gonna save up his money and buy some toys every time they go out together. If that kid is still young, or maybe buy some gameplays, PS5 or something like that.
What do you think the father that works a lot tends to buy more stuff for the children? What is actually going through your mind?
I don't know. I mean, if it's like I want to work hard to support my family, and what he do is just work hard, and when he is with his son, it's just like I don't know what's my son's personality like, and I don't really understand him that much, but I'm pretty sure he plays a lot of games, so I just like, hey, want to pick up some games from the game store? And they'll be like, really? Yeah, let's go. Most of them would go through their mind like that because they don't really understand the child, right? And the child will be like walking in the mall. I go to the game store and grab some games. Really? Wow, my dad is pretty awesome. He buy me a lot of gameplays. But the truth is, it's just that your relationship and your dad is not close enough until he will say no. Oh, yeah. But it's actually.
What do you mean? So the father that often say no is because they are confident in the relationship, is it?
Yeah, kinda. If you let's say an example that your friend is a new friend, and what you guys do is just go and hang out and say, hey, why don't we go out together and have a game, like go to a game station and play together. Great choice. And then after playing the game, maybe you want to eat some sushi, and your friend is like, hey, let's grab some bubble tea. Would you want to say, I kind of want to grab sushi? That's something you will say to your closer friend because, hey, let's go grab bubble tea. Maybe in his mind it's like, I'm confident that everybody loves bubble tea. That's why he say it. And you'll be like, oh, he said it first, huh? Okay. What if I say no? He might be a little bit have a bad impression of me. So he's just like, okay, let's go grab some bubble tea. I mean, nobody hates bubble tea. So maybe that's what people's going through their mind, just same as father and son. If you don't meet them a lot, in fact, you might have a relationship that is even worse than what your son's friend, you might even have a worse relationship than your son and his friend. Yeah, if you just don't really, yeah.
What is yeah?
You don't really talk and don't really do stuff together. Like, it's even awkward when you want to swim with your son. Hey, let's go swim at the beach. This is a rather awkward thing to ask sometimes when your relationship is not that close. It's like, swim at the beach? Okay. And then you swim like, yay. But when you're swimming with your friends, you'll be like, wow, yo! Maybe like that. Just an example. But when you're with your not so close father, you'll be like, yay. But if you're close with your father, you'll be like, hey dad, check out this somersault! And then when I was young, when my father brings me to the swimming pool, he lifts me up and throws me to the other side of the swimming pool. And he calls that thing the cannonball. It was pretty fun. He was like, wee! And then it's like, cannonball! And then we were in the air for like a few seconds. And spin. And what we do is just grab our legs to our hands and we'll just spin and then boom. That's what close relationship between father and son would do. But for far relationship, they'll be just like, wanna do a cannonball? What's a cannonball? What you're gonna do is hold your leg to your head. And then you will just do that and yeah. Okay. What do I do now? Grab you, throw up. I hate you, Dad. Why? Because you didn't say that was coming. I said it was a cannonball. Yeah, it's gonna be like, you didn't tell me that's coming. But for close father, it would be like, hey, wanna try a cannonball? You can fly in the sky, it's really fun. Wanna try something fun? Yeah. Actually, cannonball can only be played with younger kids because when you're too big, your father carry you and you drown. Yeah.
So I kind of get it. But here it comes to think about it, right? I think every father and child start with a good relationship, isn't it? Like when they were small, they always want their father very much. They always want their mother very much. How does a child, no matter a boy or a girl, develop into a stage where they kind of not so close with the father? How does that actually happen?
I don't know, there's a state that maybe everybody have that once in his lifetime where the father probably have a time that the economy is not doing very well, and then they'll work really hard to probably stay inside the company and not drop out, or maybe sustain their business and get through that hard economy time and stuff like that. And then he'll be like, he really comes home, he really talks to me. Every time you try to talk to him, he'll be like, just like, keep quiet! And then you'll be like, why? It's like, why? Yeah, times like that. And then slowly be like, okay, I'm just gonna do my stuff then. And you slowly get used to doing your stuff. And then once the economy goes up again, you'll be just like, I'm lazy, I'm just gonna play my games. Or maybe, oh yeah, I called my friend, we're gonna meet up tomorrow, so I don't have time, sorry. Something like things like that.
But it sounds to me that you were saying poor dad usually have problems with kids, and rich dad probably don't have such a problem with kids.
That's not true. Rich about the economy too.
But if they are not affected by the income, that's gonna make them a better father?
I'll get to that later, but rich dads in this world, all of them, still cares about the economy. Like, if you're already rich, like earning 10 million a month, dollars, that's a lot. You don't want to suddenly drop to 5 million, right? That really hurts. That's like half gone. That's why you work hard to stay on 10 million. Something like that. But as for Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, those people, they have money so much they can never finish. No. They don't care. But
Okay.
what they do is, I don't care. No. They actually care. No. Okay. Refresh the whole thing. Okay. Refresh the whole thing. He don't really care about he don't really needs to care about his own salary, but he really cares to go back up to that level. Like Bill Gates, when he was in middle school or high university, he was like, I didn't get number 1 in my math exam. No, unacceptable. Even though his math probably is like 99.5 and his top student is like 100 probably. And then he'd be like, no, I'm gonna study again. And then he'll get 100.1 marks and the top student is like 100 marks. Then he's like satisfied. Something like that. So he'll be like, I'm gonna work really hard. Work. That's all he does. And then even when the economy is doing well, the kids call them, they'll be just like, keep quiet. Or maybe the kids won't even call them. Because from young, the baby just walk in. And then call the father, and then he's already starting to like keep quiet. And when the kids grow up, they'll naturally just like, don't bother asking him. He won't reply, he'll just say keep quiet. And then when you play very epically, or maybe you have a friend that come over, you're playing maybe with toy guns and pop, yeah! And then he'll be like, keep quiet, I am working. And then it's like, you want to say don't mind him, but you'll be like, yes, mind him. This is his house. And he might throw us out. Something like that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Like, normally kids and father like that, even though the father might be at home because they're earning extremely a lot, yeah, they don't have close relationship too. Probably out of 10%, they only have like 2%.
Out of 100%.
10.
Percent is 100.
10.
Out of 10%.
Yeah.
Or 10% out of 100.
No, like out of 100 is like 20%, but out of 10 is 2.
Okay, so you can't say percent. Percent is 100.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so economy, work, is the one that's gonna affect the father. So the one with good work and good income can be a good father, and can be a bad father. The one that has got, since the good work and the one with good income can potentially also be a good father or a bad father, then maybe work is not so much the thing, and income or economy is not so much the thing. Don't you think so?
Yes, I think so too.
So what exactly is the thing?
It's the time. It's not exactly for a good father to be not good. It's not all fathers are not good. Let's phrase it in another way. The reason I talk about work, it's because of the time. Time. They don't have the time to spend time with you. I have time here, so you can eat.
So the father that has time will be a good father?
No. Some of them will just go out at night and be like, walk around, going to 7-Eleven, and then going to bars, drink a lot of beer. But going to bars, drinking a lot of beer, just exclude that. Never mind, don't talk about that part. Some fathers is just weird, they're just lazy to stay at home at night. Maybe they just drive out for nothing, like literally nothing for 45 minutes. Sometimes they'll tag along with the kids too. Like, let's go, and then we'll just be in the car, listening to Hercules. That's myself, Hercules on the road.
Sounds like you're talking about your father.
Yeah. Sometimes he does that. And then he'll be like, hey, but this is what my father always talk about. What's happening in the economy is not doing that well. And then we'll be like, sure. And then sometimes if we're talking about, hey, we really like this car plate number. It's I don't know. It's just beautiful number. And then sometimes we'll play like a game. Hey, let's play a game. Let's play a game that we guess the car plate number of a car. Let's say we surpass a car and you take two numbers like 6 and 9 and then stick them together. If we drive over a car and the car plate number is just like 1691, there's a 69, then you win 1 point. And the moment we get home, whoever has the most point wins. Yeah, that's basically what we play sometimes. Or even some other games like connecting stories. And then when I was young, my father used to tell me about the robot and the rabbit that he created himself. It's like one day the robot and the rabbit would be just going into the jungle and play hide and seek, and then he would be like, the robot would be like, you go and hide and I'll count to 10. And then it would be just like 1, 2, 3, and then 10. And then sometimes you'll be like, why didn't you count to 10? Because it's too slow. And then you'll continue the story and stuff like that. And it'll say stuff like, the rabbit is behind the bush, and the robot is almost opening the bush. He also like to put background sounds. And then suddenly the turtle come. Hey robot, what are you doing? And then it'll be just like, our heart will be like, dum, 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 and then, and then they will have, because they also have like creative stuff, and then every time he have different stories and stuff like that, and be like, go for part 2. And then it just goes on forever. Yeah, those are basically what close fathers and close children do. And sometimes they even go ride bicycle together, talking about how they have their trip in Singapore and Australia and Japan goes. It went pretty cool. And they'll be like, because in Cantonese, I'm a Cantonese, right?
Hokkien.
Yeah, I'm a Hokkien. I'm so confused about everything. How about mom?
Hakka.
Hakka. Yeah. And then me and my sister will be just like, let's try to talk about this stuff and this stuff. after all those things that I talked about, like the story stuff, it was all just based on one big point, that saying that sometimes that's what the close ones do, but it's kind of weird because we also want him to talk about these stories sometimes until now because it's just so funny. It's so funny, even though it's using kids, like little kids' characters, but it's just so funny that we don't even mind the character anymore. It's to another level, but he don't really talk about it anymore because he just focused more on his work right now and created something like a checklist that we have to check off, like our checklist is just more like have lunch at 1 o'clock and have dinner at 6 o'clock, something like that. Yeah. And what the uncle's father would do at all this time is just work. Ding, 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 ding. Or maybe they'll just play games. You know, some adults like to play games too. They might be the best player in the world. Some of them will be just like reading newspaper. And then some of them is just sleeping. And then some of them is dancing. And then some of them will be just scrolling through Facebook and Instagram, like to take awkward old man selfies. And then be like, and then suddenly the child just walk in. Hey, wanna watch World Cup with me? It's the season now. The first match is coming up. Really? Oh yeah, let's take a selfie, son. Come on. With the television. Sking, awkward old man selfies, and then put it on Instagram. And it's like, you can go watch on the other TV. I'm just gonna watch my own. Get lost.
Is this not your father?
And then open the door. Score! And then the son will be like, oh. Yeah, it's a score. It's pretty nice score, but yeah, it's gonna be quite awkward. You understand? And then the moment is like when your mom or your wife is like, you know, normally your mom would be like the middle person, like it's close to the father too, and it's close to you, and then be like, why don't we go buy some new groceries and new stuff at the shopping mall tomorrow? Let's all go together. And then be like, and then your father will be like, great idea. Yeah. And then you'll be like, oh, sure, whatever. And then whatever. And then you just go. And then your mom will be like, okay, you guys wait out here, and I'm just gonna go into the Gucci shop and grab some stuff up. Okay, bye. And then walk in. And then you and your father will be like, so, what do you want to do now? And then you'll be like, let's take an Instagram selfie. But did it look, should I say it? Will we be hurt? Maybe not. And then you'll be like, okay, sure, whatever. Bad. Okay, whatever. And then he'll be like, why do I have such a father that is so boring? So basically this whole video is just talking about father with less relationship with his son and father with more relationship with his son. These two categories. So yeah, if you learned anything, comment down below. And this should be the end of the video. If you like it, please subscribe. Ring the notification bell below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below the question I just asked you, or maybe a title, so you could be responsible for my next video. Thank you for watching. See you very soon.
One last question. It seems to me that a lot of the viewers might think that you're talking about your own father. You might want to clarify that. You're talking about a few fathers, or you're just talking about your father?
The good part is my father. Yeah, only the good part is my father, because my father don't take awkward selfies.
Yeah, I think it's good that you clarify. Alright, so